ball and money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat-Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, hey, all my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, hey, all the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, hey, front to back gate yelling, bring 'em out, I'm the to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, pricks. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career to shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, hey, all my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, hey, all the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, hey, front the back gate yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene? 1 2 drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, then you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show him this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game. Hail to the commanders. Bring 'em out, all the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, front the back gate yelling. Bring 'em out, front yard yelling. Bring 'em out.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a Sunday night blockbuster, part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Get across the 20 and mark them at 22-yard line. In motion, it's Golden. On play action, Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
That's good for Broncos. First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, here is Penix. His pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no good. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. try to throw it with Penix. Now he'll work his way out right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. From their own territory. What a play on fourth down. 42 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And that one's going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's to the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland. Nice play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Oh, big problems there on the conversion. Poor snap. It is no good. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Milroe on 3rd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The linebacker, Matt Milano, he gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Milroe. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down on what will be a big play there from 4th and long.
19 Tiger. Come on.
1st and 10.
On the options, here's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
At their 48-yard line.
Play action, it's Milroe. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Milroe on the run to the right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll go play action now with Penix. That's a short one caught by Loveland. From the From the gun, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On third down, Penix. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 6-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one. On 2nd down, Penix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Fourth down, and here's Penix. And he's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Denver. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
On the return, here comes Gibson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Unlock line. Unlock lock.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any...
He works free, right side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Able to add the extra point. The Commanders are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Commanders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. first and 10. It's Penix. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Tonight, a Sunday night blockbuster, part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Let's go now.
The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. And motion, it's Golden. On second down, here's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, prodding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now, he'll air one out. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. the shotgun. It's Milrow. Well, over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here's a third down and 4.
Reload. Tag. 60.
Now, Milrow, this is a designed run, and he will get into the end zone. Jalen Milrow, touchdown Commanders. Youngway Koo now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They put Campbell in motion. Play action. It's Penix. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll get this complete to Walker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
We're going to go play action with Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Penix. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Denver first down. Out quickly to Golden on the RPO. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw again, it's Penix. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Right back to Golden. He's got it again. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10.
In motion, it's Golden.
13-yard line.
Now Penix going to get it forward on a pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
18, find it.
They'll go play action with Milrow. Now, deep ball for London. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. They had no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Ready.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
They go play action now with Milrow. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
Check. Check.
And here's Bijan. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's complete. He's got it to London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a 1st down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Milrow gonna look to run it himself. Still going. And he's gonna go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jalen Milrow. Touchdown, Washington. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to accomplish.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st down, it's Penix. To the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25 Penix on first down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He'll manage only a couple. Foye Oluokun with the play. To throw is Penix. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown Broncos. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 4. It is 14-10. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is going to be returned from right around the goal line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Has the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. 39 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Washington.
18, fight in.
At the 26-yard line.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He's got it at about the 8. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Now Milrow. Headed left, buying time. Taking off.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Now, Milrow misses designed run, and he will score again. Jalen Milrow, touchdown Commanders. Koo able to add the extra point. The Commanders are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. motion, it's Golden. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That is caught downfield by Campbell. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. That's a short one, caught by Lovely. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. 1st and 10. On play action, Penix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Penix going to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Now Penix on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. In motion, it's Golden. 4th down, and here's Penix. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And they will finally get to him as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He takes off, and he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cut 19, cut 19. Ready.
Now Milrow on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, 19 Lions. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Koo's kick is good. And the Commanders will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first half.
Hold it ready.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
We'll try the right side with Robinson. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact, got to be better.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Commander's first down.
Let's go now. Craft all 80.
Milrow. Now a screen going to be set up to Robinson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now, deep ball for London. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Milrow going to hold on to this one. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Ready.
We'll try and throw for it with Milrow. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
On first and 10, it's Milrow. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Gotta be lying. Ready.
On the zone read, this is Milrow. A pitch to Robinson. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Out to his right. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now Milrow facing third and long. Left side in the hands of London. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Milroe gonna look to run it himself, and he's got another one. Jalen Milroe, touchdown Commander. Here's Coop for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Now off the bootleg. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. A gain there of 15. First down, Broncos.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down. Throwing again, it's Penix. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Again, it's Penix. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
To throw again, it's Penix. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Denver. Boswell adds the extra point. Broncos are able to cut into the deficit.
Broncos 17.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out. choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Here's Milrow to throw. That's caught right side. It's London. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It's a big play there for Washington. 37 yards.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60.
Robinson. And he's going to be stopped backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them
to the goal line and in. A.T. Perry. Touchdown, Washington. That is first touchdown this year on his coup for the point after. He knocks it through. The Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Plant. It's Penix. That's to the tight end, Loveland. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On first down, it's Penix. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's first and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
Penix going to throw again. His pass right side is caught by Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
In motion, it's Golden. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 4 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Going for it all. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now. On play action, Penix. He's going to try it here again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Foye Oluokun. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
That's hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Ready up.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Roll. Let's go.
I'll give left side. Here comes Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Ready?
2nd and 3.
Bronco, ready, go.
Now, Milroe, this is a designed run, and he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
First down.
Here we go, here we go.
First and goal at the 5-yard
They'll
line.
run with Robinson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Coop for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders tack on one more to their lead.
Commanders 45. Broncos 17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7th. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
We'll go play action now with Penix. He'll get this complete to Wall. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, here is Penix. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to call any sort of comeback.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll throw on first down with Milroe. On the move left. Going up top. Oh, trying to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now Milroe on first down. He's going to look downfield once again. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field. marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.